evening and welcome to the Congo Hour. I am your host, Waynna, along with boss man, Trippi. And thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Speaking of boss man, we have to get my dad down here. He has not been on here for months.
I thought about that.
Yeah, he came on and did, I think, maybe one or two.
He did a whole show by himself.
He did, so I got cut him a little slack, but it's still been too long.
Yeah.
So he needs to come back on and give us Sammy's Corner.
His wisdom.
Yeah, share his wisdom,
nuggets.
his little nuggets of knowledge, and people are going to accuse him of falling asleep, and he's going to deny it, but I know that we all miss him being down here, so we're going to try to make that happen.
Okay.
In the next couple of weeks.
All right.
We'll have a special edition of Sammy's Corner.
I like that a lot.
What do we have going on tonight, Waynna? Before I forget, I want to say happy belated birthday to Denise Miller.
Okay.
She celebrated her birthday yesterday on the 16th.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Miss
Happy
Denise.
birthday. Any other birthdays that we need to?
Yeah, I would like to say happy birthday to Robin Brown,
Okay,
who
happy
celebrated her birthday last week as well.
Okay, happy birthday, Robin.
Well, someone said, Waynna, you left Trippi all by himself,
As
and that
always.
you said, what was the excuse you said?
The reason that you weren't here last week?
What did you say? Because I always cover you.
I'm probably said that it was definitely an emergency and that you couldn't help it. I would never, hopefully not letting people who weren't even here come in between us. So whoever that is, whoever you are out there, stop trying to start trouble. There's no way I would ever throw you under the bus for just like last minute calling and saying I can't make it. Like you would never do that. That's what.
No, because you wouldn't.
Exactly. So I don't even know what they're even talking about. So who's coming on tonight?
You're crazy. Oh, wow.
I know who was supposed to be here, Julius Cephas.
Oh, why are you going to call him out like
Yeah, I
that?
had to call him out because he's been talking about he wanted to come on the show for weeks
God knows
now.
how long, right?
And he wanted to give us some updates on some local things happening here in the city.
Yes.
And I was really looking forward to that conversation.
I was too.
I'm not sure where he is. Maybe he'll show up before the end of the show. I want to give a shout out to Yesenia Tavares, who was recognized as, she's on council staff.
Okay.
She's our media person on council, and she was recognized as one of Wilmington's 40 under 40.
That's nice.
Yeah, so definitely want to give her a shout
So you
out.
want to support her?
She is a Twin B prodigy. She worked with Twin B back when she was probably a teenager, I think still in high school, and he cultivated her and just trained her on media, and she is still doing it now to this very day, working with the city. So shout out to her.
I have a brain freeze
Okay.
on the organization.
I know you did. That's why I was trying to like glance over.
Black Heritage.
They'll be on here in a minute, so we're gonna let them do it. Don't tell them that we didn't remember. They can't hear us. Yeah, they can't hear us right now. Watch how we play it off, though.
You're so funny.
Oh, so right now we are in the midst of Black Restaurant Week, Waynna.
I'm excited about
I know,
that.
our inaugural Black Restaurant Week here in the city of Wilmington.
I'm glad you didn't say first annual.
You know who taught me that?
Who? Your mom?
No, I saw Keisha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw her. She made a post about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was upset because somebody said the first annual, and I read it. She said, it's not the first annual, it's the inaugural.
Because it's the first. Yes.
So I just learned that about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago whenever she made that ring on Facebook.
I've known for a
Keisha
while.
Bailey. Shout out to Keisha Bailey. And
I didn't see that post, but I'm sure she went off.
Oh yeah, she did. She went off with a whole paragraph. I'm like, okay. Glad it wasn't me. But yeah, it's our inaugural Black Restaurant Week here in the city of Wilmington. Really looking forward to just visiting so many different Black-owned restaurants here within the city limits.
Yes.
Thankful for everyone who helped us put it together, to the administration, to different.
Do you have a list?
Consult. We
I'm
do.
sorry.
I'll make sure that we have it on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, we do, of all the different participating restaurants. This is going to be a really fun week.
I already know the first one I'm going to.
Which one?
Oath 84.
Oath 84, have to.
Their lamb chops
Oh my
are
goodness.
so delicious.
We have to have Justin and his team on here
We
too.
keep saying that.
Yeah, we have to get them on
yeah.
here. Oh my, if you have not been to Oath 84, right in the 400 block of King Street, you have got to go. And this is the perfect week. Give them a call so they can get you in their books, and you will not be disappointed.
At all.
I've been there and I have not had anything that I haven't liked. Like, everything is delicious.
It is.
And plus the wait staff and Justin is, I mean, they're all just very, very
Yes.
cordial and friendly and excellent customer service. So you have to make sure that you visit Oath 84 this week. It's right on in the 400 block of King Street.
Yes.
Right across from the courthouse.
I have to look to see if there's any that I have not visited.
Keams, have you been to Keams yet?
Of course I
have. You?
have.
Okay, all right. So actually Keams and Oath 84 and Drop Squad Kitchen,
Okay.
they were all a part of a panel that we had yesterday at the Grand Opera House, just talking about the importance of Black-owned restaurants here in the city, as far as revitalizing the city and sustaining families.
Yes.
So I want to thank them for that. But yeah, there are just so many people who help make it happen. Of course, everyone on council, the administration, Flux Consultants. Shout out to Kendra on council staff.
Okay.
She was our lead person who just made everything happen. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to do it even bigger and better next year. But there are food trucks who are involved. We're going to have the whole list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a
Oh,
lot. There's a
good.
lot.
That's gonna be nice.
And I'm thankful to Ashley too, Ashley Christopher, because she let us partner, with HBCU Week.
Yes.
So that after the events, they're going to be promoting different restaurants to go to.
Yes.
So it's
So
gonna be
this
exciting
morning
week.
was her prayer breakfast at the Queen.
Okay. Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Amber went. It was
Okay.
an awesome time.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I was getting ready to say, we cannot take a break before we say congratulations to Mark Reeves. Trippi, he came in second in a bowling tournament last
Wow,
weekend.
Congratulations,
So,
Big Mark.
I think he did 2 strikes, or so he
Okay.
was real excited.
Yeah,
Make sure we shout
congratulations,
him out.
Definitely. One of our biggest supporters here on the show. So I know he's watching. So congratulations, Mark. Keep up the great work. HBCU Week is among us also. A lot of exciting talent that's going to be coming to the city of Wilmington. Bill Bellamy.
Yes, I'm going to go see Monica.
Monica and Fabulous.
Yes.
Going to be at the Queen. A lot going on this week. So make sure that you are either calling. You can call us at City Council if you need to get any information about Black Restaurant Week or about HBCU Week. Call us at 302-576-2140. Again, our number is 302-576-2140. Again, we got to have Ashley on here too.
Okay.
She has just done so many.
I know.
She's just on another level.
She's,
of
I can't even think of, I mean, she's phenomenal.
She
but,
is.
Yeah.
Things that she has just been able to do for homegrown Wilmingtonians, and she has just been able to pull in millions of dollars of scholarships, and colleges coming here who usually wouldn't. And now she went to Disney World. I think they're going to Atlanta.
I need to get in with her.
Yeah.
But that's a prime example of people allowed to flow in their gift.
Right.
Because she's soaring.
Yes, she is. She is definitely a jewel that we have to make sure that we are protecting her and just giving her props, giving her flowers. She changed the lives of thousands and thousands of families here in the city.
Anaya was a participant of
HBCU. Morgan was too. I don't know if we ever talked about that. They tell you how I was crying when. So if you have never been to HBCU Week, one of the days they call it the college fair, and colleges come to the city and they give on the spot acceptances to students who apply, and sometimes scholarships.
Yes.
So there are probably about 20 or 30 colleges that come and set up in the 76ers field house. So Morgan was in line. I don't know. I knew she was gonna get accepted, because she was a great student, But seeing her apply right there on the spot, and then seeing them just give her the stamp of approval, you're accepted.
Yeah, you cried.
Oh my goodness, I cried like a baby. And one of my neighbors was there, and he was like, "Trippi, man, you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm all right, man. It's just But he knew why I was crying, but
Right.
it was just really, really
Now
emotional.
that you said that, I did the same thing, but I was in Atlanta with Jalen Banks, Miss Beverly, and my girlfriend Cynthia.
Okay.
And we were at a Bishop Jakes event, and it was like going in between services. And Amber had texted me, and I just bawled out crying.
Yeah,
and-
I know Amber was making fun of me because I was crying, but I don't know if I think she started crying too.
I'm sure she
Yeah,
did.
I'm pretty sure she was crying. So I know she was over there laughing at me. But it was just, I just like in that brief moment, I just thought about all the hard work that she had put in, and she just is extremely self-motivated and disciplined around school, and it just all paid off. And she was accepted to Delores State. That's the school. I guess that might have something to do with it too.
That's why you cried, not because she.
No, I think it was just like thinking about all the work that she did and just seeing her kind of growing up right in that
A
very
proud
moment.
dad moment.
Yeah,
You deserve that.
It was crazy because I went behind the curtain. That's how bad I was crying. They had these curtains.
Oh, you was boo-hooing.
Oh yeah, I went behind the curtain so nobody could see me. Got myself together. But she chose to go to Spelman. She's having a great time down there. So shout out to all the Spelmanites, everybody down at all HBCUs. So definitely make sure that you are participating in HBCU week this week. It's a great time. Make sure that you're also making it a family event.
Yes.
Take your children, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, nieces and nephews. It's a great time.
Yeah,
in
and
the
if
city.
they are, whatever they can give, like give towards it as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I know sometimes when there's the traditional restaurant week, just kind of circling back, a lot of times those restaurants give discounts for people who patronize them during restaurant week. But we're not doing that. We didn't even ask the black restaurant owners to do that because a lot of times they don't have that foundation that the other restaurants have, and they sometimes it's a struggle. And so that's why we just wanted to make sure that we are spotlighting them and promoting them and making sure that we're supporting them this week and not asking for discounts. And
Trust me, I know firsthand.
Yeah, and being friendly and being patient, and some of them are just getting started. So make sure that you are supporting in all ways, not just financially, but giving constructive criticism and not blasting them or going on social media and blasting them if their things aren't perfect, but help them.
Yes,
I think, that's really important, just to have like a little side conversation with them or
I did
circle
that
back
with
later.
one of them.
Yeah,
and they were
important.
very receptive. And
Really
great.
important that we don't tear each other down. Especially for people who are just out there trying to do something for themselves and for their families. What else is going on?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? Okay, so you want to take a quick break and come back with our first
our only guest.
Because
Julius didn't show up.
Julius Cephas. If you see Julius Cephas, give him the thumbs down and ask him why he did not show up on the Congo Hour. And if you ever want to be a part of the show, reach out to Waynna.
Yeah, but not but. However.
What happened?
I mean, we're like at the end of the year.
Are we?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you all for just this love and support. I know it used to be like that when we were here before, and it wasn't. So people not finally, but the word, the word's out. The word's out. That's good. Now, I asked somebody to reach out to you today. Matter of fact, it was for an event in November. I told them we're probably already booked, but to try to get you to sneak them on, so they might reach out to you.
Okay.
It was I can't even remember who it was, but it was a pretty important event that they should come on here and talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to do that too often because I don't want to get in trouble. So all bookings and scheduling has to go through Waynna. Usually I just give your phone number out. Yeah, I used to tell people just to come down to the show.
T. Warren was one of those people.
Oh yeah, shout out to T. Warren and Lisa Flowers for the Chess on the Square. It's coming up next week. If you haven't already registered, if you're a chess advocate, or if you want to learn how to play chess, if you want to be a volunteer, give them a call or give, I don't know their phone numbers offhand.
We have the flyer.
We have the flyer, so we'll show the flyer so you can get in touch with them. But it's a great event. It's our 8th annual Chess on the Square event that's happening at the Wilmington Library on the 24th. So.
Okay.
All right. The 24th. Okay. All right, want to take a break or want to keep?
I do.
Do you? Okay.
Every time I say let's take a break, you think of something else.
What else can we talk about before we take a break? And don't forget, y'all, we don't know the names of the organization. So don't tell us.
I forgot it.
Don't tell us.
I know it's
okay. All right. We're going to take a really quick break and we will be right back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Good evening and welcome back to the show. Hope you are enjoying our show. Oh, it's just you and it was just you and I chatting.
It was.
So hopefully they enjoyed.
Yeah, hopefully they got some tips on what to do this week.
Yes.
A lot going on in the city. Yeah. Hopefully they won't tell on us. Hopefully the secret is just between us. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna hear about it.
You are so funny.
I'm gonna hear about it.
Let's go to our guests, please, because I know they have a lot of information to share with us.
All right.
Good evening, ladies. How are the two of you doing?
Welcome.
Wonderful.
Good evening.
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
If you both would take a few minutes and introduce yourselves.
Okay. My name is Chiomac Amaka. Now, I know that you don't know that. I have always been Mom and Pat, but now I have a new name.
Okay.
Chiomac Amaka.
Chiomac Amaka.
Yes.
And what does that?
That means
Translate.
God is good and gracious.
All
Yes,
right.
he is.
All right. Yes,
Indeed,
ma'am.
he is.
Chiomac
Amaka.
Amaka. I like that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I went through naming ceremony and everything.
Yes,
it
That's
was
been
beautiful.
quite a while ago.
It's been a while ago.
How long ago? How long ago?
What about
5, at least 5.
it's been a while, I think since 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while
It's been a
ago.
while.
We're gonna
We had a
circle
whole
back
Kwanzaa celebration,
Oh, wow.
and my that was the feature that night. My name changing ceremony. Yeah.
So, awesome.
Great. Very good.
And my name is Reverend Delores Lee. I'm on the ministerial staff of the Mother African Union Church and also the vice president of the Peter Spencer Family Life Foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I know I really wanted to have you on for August quarterly, but scheduling.
Yes.
But you share with me that what you wanted to share this evening could be year long. So,
Of course. The play that we were doing was called Press on Peter, and it was really about the history and the life of Reverend Peter Spencer, who was the founder of Mother African Union Church. So we told it was a wonderful play. We were invited to do it by the Delaware Historical Society, and it was very successful. We had a packed house, and we had a lot of fun doing it. But the play was actually one of the programs of the Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway that we have at Mother African Union Church. And the Heritage Hallway is one of the programs under the nonprofit, the Peter Spencer Family Life Foundation.
Okay.
So it just so happened that when they asked us and invited us to, the Historical Society invited us to do this production for their community day, it ended up falling in the week of August quarterly.
Yes.
Okay.
So, so it it was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but it was successful and we did enjoy it. But I thought that we have other programs that at the Heritage Hallway that we're doing. The hallway has been at Mother African Union Church at 9th and Franklin since the year 2000.
And it is awesome. Have you seen it before, Waynna?
I haven't.
Oh my, you
Not
have to
that
go.
I would
It's
remember it
amazing.
if I saw
Yeah,
it.
you definitely would. It is amazing.
So right now, it has been dismantled.
Oh, no.
And most of of everything that we have is in storage. And so we have established a committee called the Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway Reimagining Committee, because we established it back in 2000. Well, now it's 2023. So, you know, we got the little, we call those little things that you put your phone up to.
Like the, I know you're talking about the
QR code.
QR code.
Yeah.
They have so many different things. Because initially, when we established it, the big thing for us was the people. We gave tours, and the people actually became a part of the tour. Okay, so it was like an interactive. But you know, now it's time for us to move up. You know,
Technology.
So we have some people in the community that's on our committee that's helping us to do more technical things and. But it's gonna be a while, because this is going on the second year, isn't it? That we have been dismantled. So every year we try to stay in front of the public by doing a project. So we hope that by maybe 2025, 26, that we will finally.
That's very creative to do the QR code to have people go on.
And it's good that the church is open to that too.
Yes.
That they're open to new ideas and
Yeah, we gotta move forward.
That part, yes.
And you know, it's a way that before someone always has to be there. It's like if you decided that you wanted to stop in, so you would make an appointment. So even though we have individual tours, someone would still have to kind of guide you and talk about the history, and it's a very rich history. So, and that's one of the goals of the committee, is that number one, we want to update and reimagine the hallway. We also want to bring the public, have more public awareness. We also are trying to make Reverend Peter Spencer's name a national name. It's Delaware history, but it's also American history, because you know that Reverend Peter Spencer established the first incorporated independent Black church denomination in the United States. So we need for everybody to know this, because every time something comes on TV, we'll never hear Peter Spencer's name. And I said, now, Peter Spencer came before all of these people. And if it wasn't for Peter Spencer, they would not even be.
Exactly.
So, so we're working real hard, to do that. So.
And what part do you play in it?
Well, because the Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway is a part of the foundation. So since I'm the vice president, the board oversees all of that. The foundation was incorporated in 1999, and it is to develop the community, develop the assets to help our communities to thrive and negate all the negative things that are keeping our communities from thriving. And the Heritage Hallway is a very important part of that, keeping our history forward.
We're going to take a quick break because Trippi has to excuse himself, and we'll be right back on.
All right.
See you, Trippi.
All right. See y'all later. See you next Sunday.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back from that short break. We'll hear next week how the event went that Trippi had to go to. So ladies, thank you again so much for coming on and sharing, I'm gonna say history with our viewing audience. And I'm glad that you shared who Reverend Spencer was, because a lot of times no one knows, we hear the name, but don't know the significance of his name. So thank you for sharing that. Now let's get back to the foundation. So you said it was established in...
It was incorporated in 1999. It was created a couple years before that. Reverend Dr. Lawrence Livingston created it because we wanted to empower our communities to do better, to empower our young people to have pride in themselves. And all of our programs and activities go towards empowering our community to overcome the obstacles we have and to you know, make our history great. Like Mama Chiomac says, people don't know that our church was the first incorporated church in the nation, because those messages are mixed, and we're trying to correct those messages.
Yes. I commend you all because you definitely celebrate our heritage. I can remember years ago coming to events or seeing events that were taking place there. So you do all a great job of keeping the history alive.
A lot of people don't know, Waynna, that the church was established in 1813. And it wasn't until a year later, in 1814, that the big quarterly, the August quarterly, was established to celebrate, you know, the founding of the Union Church of African Members. That was the original, the original name.
I was sharing with someone after August quarterly, like I remember when I was younger, I felt like people came from all over.
Yes, they did.
And I remember that we would be on French Street. So I've been participating in August Quarterly for quite some time.
Yeah, down on French Street, because you know, right down there, that's where all we call that, it's been referred to as the Black Wall Street in Wilmington, Delaware, because back down there on French Street, that's where all the black churches and a lot of communities, theaters, and movies, and businesses, they were. So that too is a part of, you know, our history that we need to really talk about. And it's no longer there, even though Peter Spencer Plaza is there now in place of where the church used to be, to remember that. But, you know, it was sort of like urbanized, you know. Most of that was torn down for something that never really was built. You know, they said they were going to have a civic center and they were going to do all these wonderful things, but it didn't never materialize.
Yeah, that was part of they used to use the term urban renewal, but really it was urban removal, because our culture was thriving, the businesses were thriving, the black businesses were thriving in that area. So that's where they did back in the day to block that. And for the, during the Peter Spencer, didn't we have authors who were going to bring that forward, articles about that?
Well, right now there's some articles running in the Delaware Online in the newspaper that did a series about the East Side. They did a really wonderful series about the East Side. When we were rehearsing and planning for Press on Peter, they did come to our rehearsals, the people who were doing the magazine articles. So at least 2 articles have been already published in the you know, the paper.
Good. So when you said the East Side, there were doctors and teachers and lawyers that
were
came
thriving.
From,
That's when they decided that we need to do something about that.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Is there anything else that you wanted to share this evening?
Well, I would like to say that this weekend is the 210th anniversary of Mother African Union Church. And on the Saturday, which I guess was yesterday,
Yes.
we celebrated at the Doubletree.
Okay.
At the Doubletree, and we did a wonderful, had a wonderful banquet, and we did a wonderful presentation called In the Spirit Of. And we celebrated Peter Spencer, the principals, and we had people from the community that participated. We had Reverend Aaron Moore, Reverend Kevin Benjamin, there was Baba Kamal Ngoon, and a lot of, singers and dancers. So we all lifted up, Reverend Peter Spencer.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so.
Yes. Do you do that? Do you do that every year or?
No.
Okay.
We celebrate our anniversary every year, of course.
Okay.
But 210 years, not
That's a
many
long
people
time.
can say that we have been, that's the uniqueness of August Quarterly. Except for, I think, a few years during the Civil War. That is, August Quarterly is the oldest festival of its kind in the United States also. Our anniversary is celebrated the third weekend in September because that's when it was established.
Okay.
But every year we do something, we have an anniversary service, but the anniversary committee this year decided that they wanted to do something very unique and very special. And so this is how this
Okay.
weekend came about.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we have about a minute left. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Well, I don't know about Delores, but I would really like people to know that the Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway, even though we are redesigning and reimagining, things, we do want people to know that currently we are reaching out to different agencies and organizations because it's going to cost about maybe $300,000 in order to do this. So we want people to inquire about it. We are, how we say, accepting donations, financial donations.
Yep.
And we would like people in the community, if they have any artifacts, that's really hard because people want to hold on to them like it's gold. But one day the people are not going to be there. And we need to have these artifacts, at least looked at and evaluated because we need to make this this hallway, this heritage hallway, as informational as possible. And we want to take all of this wonderful information that people have down in their basements and all this, we want it to become a part because this is our story.
Yes.
And nobody can tell our story
Like we
can.
That's right. How can people donate?
Well, they can go to the foundation, Peter Spencer Family Life Foundation, and it's the initials PSFLF.org, Peter Spencer Family Life Foundation. So if you use those initials, PSFLF.org, there's a donate button on the website.
We'll make sure that we have that up on the screen.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
And if just real quick, I did provide a short video of the living tree. We have sections, and one of the sections of the hallway is called the living tree, and that's about the ancestors.
Okay.
So if you get an opportunity to look at the video, you will see, it'll give you some wonderful information, and it's not that long. It's
So
only
they'll
a
be
couple
able
minutes.
to view it after our conversation is over with. We'll play it, okay?
Awesome.
Yes, okay. Well, thank you both for coming on.
Well, thank you for
You're
having us.
welcome. And I'm anxiously waiting to take a look at what you all created.
When it's done, it's going to be the biggest event plant
Okay.
in Delaware.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you again for coming on,
you.
Trippi, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Gonna take a quick break, and I'll be back with closing remarks.
For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are.
This is the Reverend Dr. Ronald W. Whitaker II, Senior Pastor of the historic Mother African Union Church. Yes, as the song says, we are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of the ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. You are viewing the Ancestors display, which is part of the Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway, where the congregation of the historic Mother African Union Church assembles. This particular display is all about remembering, and in doing so, we also show honor. First of all, we honor God who brought us this far by faith. We have the one who is eternal. We honor our ancestors, not only those we display in these ancestral cases, but all of our honored ancestors who, with the help of God, survived to deliver us to this present age. We honor our elders who taught us by the wisdom of God in Jesus Christ passed down through the ancestors. In honoring all of these, we honor the best in ourselves and what God is doing in our lives. And we honor those who are yet to be born. We have a responsibility to them as well. The Peter Spencer Heritage Hallway is all about honor. We honor God, our ancestors, our elders, ourselves, and even those who are yet to be born. The vision and plan for this very important museum is under construction. When it is done, it will reflect many features of our journey, our spiritual journey, as well as the Black experience. In our journey, we came out of Africa, represented not only historically, but is outlined in the book of Genesis in our Bible. This journey takes us through the so-called Middle Passage, which means a great tragedy. Of course, the journey takes us through some of our strivings for freedom, the evolution and significance of the prophetic Black church in general, and specifically the historic Mother African Union Church. Yes, for each child that is born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are, a proud people created in the image of God.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto And the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back from our break. I wanted to thank Miss Linda Marks, who is probably the next biggest fan next to Mark Reeves. Today last week, I was feeling really down. And she sent me a text with a prayer that really lifted my spirit. So I want to thank you so very much, Miss Linda, for taking time out to think about me and share the prayer that you encouraged me to share with other ladies. So thank you so very much. I also wanted to talk about if you or someone you know is interested in pre-planning their funeral services, please reach out to Kim Congo at 302-652-8887. It is so important that you pre-plan your funeral. It gets very difficult sometimes for when a loved one passes away, for the family to come together, be level-minded to prepare for the celebration of life. So if you plan out exactly what you want, Kim is very, very good. I think she's one of the best that can sit with you to do to pre-plan your services. She pulls out things from you. I used to hear her asking questions to a person that came in to do a service. And they were so excited. They were pulling out things from like high school and just a whole array of different things. So I truly encourage you to give Kimmy a call. It doesn't cost you anything to sit down with her and schedule an appointment. She can come to you or you can come to the funeral home. Once again, the number is 302-652-8887. And please tell her that you heard it from the Congo Hour, that we asked you to reach out to her. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that if you or someone you know is looking to purchase or sell a house, or even anyone that is an investor, I would love for you to refer them to me. And I want to thank those who have referred people to me. I've gotten several phone calls from people that said, oh, heard you from the Congo Hour, or such and such told me. So thank you so very much. I would love the opportunity to come and sit down with you and talk about selling your home, or if you're looking to purchase a home. There are a lot of different programs, especially for first-time home buyers. All you have to do is give me a call and I will direct you. My telephone number is 302-521-7325, or you can email me, and the email address is homes, HOMES, at waynasworld.com. That's all one word. It's WAYNNAS WASWORLD.org. Trying to think of what else Trippi asked me to talk about, and I really can't think about what it is. So he's going to get me, but thank you so very much for tuning into the Congo Hour this week. And as Trippi said, if you are interested in coming on, or if you have something that you would like for us to announce, please don't hesitate to give me a call at 302-652. I'm sorry, that's not my number. That's the funeral home's number. 302-521-7325. 302-521-7325. I pray that this week is the best week of your life. And Trippi and I look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.